Hello, Fever River Rail fans, and welcome to the Workbench. Today, we're going to be going ahead and working on the KR Models FEL that we reviewed a couple weeks ago. So, some of the issues I had was poor power pickups. I adjusted the pickups a little bit during the review. It helped a little, but it still had it still didn't pick up well. So, we're going to go and throw this in. This is a ESU Loc Sound Keep Alive Power Pack. Power Pack Mini, specifically. And it also didn't have a lot of pulling power, so we're going to see if there's room for a few weights. And I also have some Bullfrog Snot. Go ahead and check out our review on that. Think I'll see if I can figure out how to put that on screen. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get this pulled apart. So to take the shell off, we have to remove the buffers. They just pull out. We'll put those over here in my screwdriver case. And there's those. And then there are 4 screws by the front of the bogies that we also need to remove. So my hand's going to be in the way. There's one. And these will also go into the top of my screwdriver case. So I'm going to go get this knocked off and I will bring you guys back in just a second. Okay, and we have all the screws removed, so now it should be simple to let's pull off, maybe? Come on, buddy. There we go. All right, so we will set the shell off to the side right there. And here we have the inside of the decoder. Or the inside of the model. So for the weight, I think I'm going to try to put one here on top of the speaker, or at least in this area. There's nothing in the shell that's going to go down in that space, and then there's some room over here as well. So I'm going to take a few minutes to get my soldering iron ready and figure out exactly where I need to put the Keep Alive. So once again, I will be right back. Okay, so here we are looking at the instructions, and I think what I have is the basic Loc Sound 5 decoder, because it matches up well enough here. And what I have to do is solder these wires onto these 3 bottom pads. This is going to be fun, but let's go ahead and get to it. I may have to do this off camera just so I have adequate room to work, but I will be back in just a second. So my soldering skills definitely leave a lot to be desired, but there it is, fully attached. Let's go ahead and see if I did this right and if this works. I don't have high hopes. Chances are I'm going to be ordering a new decoder here, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and pop over to the main line. That should be easy enough to turn on and off and do what I need. So be right back. Okay, so here we are on the main layout. The snowplow behind is there for a light indicator. So we are going to go ahead and get the FEL here selected, and we are going to go ahead, turn the track power on. You can see the light. We have horn. We have a light. We'll see what looks better. All right, so we still work. That's the good part. All right, so you can clearly see the light, and powering track off. 3, 2, 1. We still have light. Heck yes. So it definitely didn't get a full charge, and I'm hearing a little click there when it powers up. And see the headlight there. And one more time, like I said, I'm hearing a click, and I'm mildly concerned. Okay, that might just be the lights. Okay, so still got this long ass startup sequence. And there we go. And track off once again. I'm not smelling any burned electronics, so that's always a good sign. Full startup sequence. No biggie, no biggie. So realistically, this does need a few minutes to get a full charge for it to do it, to run for its maximum amount of time. But so far, I'm happy with this. Might look into the program to see if I can speed up the startup sequence though. Still turns off immediately. Things aren't working quite as well all of a sudden. That's nice. So, it did work. I may have to go touch up my solder joints, but I'm going to call this at least a partial success. Next, I need to make sure that I've got room for this to sit, as well as some additional weight. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get back to the workbench. Okay, so that solder joint is cleaned up quite nicely. Next, we need to add some weight. So I think we're going to go ahead and start off by getting this positioned over here. Or maybe I can... Ooh, I think that'll work nicely for me. All right, so next I want to add some weights. So I want to make sure these aren't going to be in the way of anything. And looking here in the cab, the front window is at the bottom here. Might have some weight, some space there. Maybe not. I mean, that doesn't need to turn, so maybe I can fit one to the side. We'll see here. But once again, this is going to be something I don't think we're going to go ahead and give this one a little more of a shot with having the camera rolling here. So we're going to go ahead and start off by pulling two of these weights here. These are 1/4 ounce weights, and they definitely, you can feel these. So that's not going to work. So I think one at each end in front of the controls. I don't want to set this on the speaker. I need to make sure that it's going to be low enough from the top there, and it is. And the other one go down here just the same. Now for inside here, I don't know where, there it is. So let's see. Oh, that fits nicely. One in there, because that, being a rigid chassis, I don't need to worry about that rotating. So there's that. And then it'll get one on the other side there as well. Oh. Alright. So I don't know if there's any more room in the shell. We'll get another one of these broke off, and we're just going to set it right there for a second while I grab this. Push the keep alive into there. And I don't, yeah, it's not down all the way. Come on. There we go. Let's see here. So I can't put it over that. Can't go there. I think should be able to go just behind the screw holes. Might be a little far back. Nope, that fits perfectly. All right, so let's see here. Go ahead and stack two of these up at a time. And test fit. Oh. Okay, so that one might be a little too far back. Bugger. That forward just a tad bit. And let's go ahead, another test fit. Oh, that is perfect. Oh, that feels so much heavier now. So that is a good improvement. Go ahead, turn that off before I burn myself. Next task is I want to do a little weathering on this. So I need to do some research on that first, but I will bring you guys back when I'm ready for that. So see you then. Another issue I encountered after the review, well, during the review, I kept having the trucks derail in certain spots, and after the review, I noticed that one truck hangs a little lower than the other. I think I know why So I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot here to fix it. Let me get everything into frame. So when I pulled the model apart during the review, I was going to try to take one of the trucks off. And I loosened the screw at the bottom here. I don't know if it was like that prior, or if they were both the same prior. And when I put, when I put the one back together, it was looser. So we're going to go ahead, pull this up, hold this upwards, or not. So yeah, this is the weight here in the trucks, or in the bogies, I should say. Make sure it's not touching the axles. I need my tweezers. 1 second. Alright, so got my tweezers. And there's that now. Make sure it's not touching either of the axles so it doesn't affect their ability to roll. And tighten that back down. So I don't think that actually did anything. Yeah, no, that's still just as tight as it was before. Next course of action, I'm going to go ahead, remove the speaker, and see if I can adjust the screw holding the whole truck in place. I'm going to make sure I got all the room I need, so I'm not going to film this. I'll film once I have the speaker out, though. Alright, so here we are over at Galena. I don't have the full reefer train. We're going to give him a bit of a fair shot, but with a good 2 additional ounces, let's see what we got. 50% throttle. So I came all the way around from the Chrysler plant here at the club, where I had the most noticeable issue with the derailments, and my adjustment to the truck, flawless, no issues. Ooh. Made it a little further than last time. I think I am going to go ahead and throw some bullfrog snot onto at least one axle. I'm happy. Keep Alive's doing its job. The weight's already proven itself, or just proved itself, sort of. But yeah, now I just need to get some pictures of this thing weathered so I can attempt some weathering. I got some ideas, but I don't want to do nothing without kind of knowing what parts are. And let's go get this backed out of the way and get somewhere where I can do my snotting. Alright, so I've had no luck finding pictures to use to weather this, so we're just going to go ahead and clear coat it here. So using a can of Rust-Oleum matte clear and wafted it over. Not worrying about the windows, not much in the way of cab detail to make me care. But there is the first coat. Might do a second one later, and we'll probably finish this up tomorrow, or for you guys in another 5 odd seconds. So here she is. Got her matte coat on now. Looks a lot better in my opinion. So I didn't want to weather this, but I cannot find any good pictures to use as reference. And yeah, I didn't bother to cover up the windows. There's not enough detail inside for me to really care. Well, let's go and get this guy put back together.